Before we watch and do our intro, I just wanted to shout out the cool little thing Wolf told me.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to say it?
Yeah, every time I watch the clip before we talk about it, I'm always shocked when it stops after a minute because I get so sucked into the movie. I'm just sitting here like, oh, wow, yeah. And then it stops and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. We're doing a podcast right now.
It's a testament to that. Actually, my plan for at least the other podcast, since my other co-hosts are in Chicago, is after we break down a full minute, we're going to get together and do a audio commentary and video commentary to be like, all right, we've just broken that down minute by minute. How does it feel when it's all going at normal pace?
Oh,
and
wow.
I'd be open to it. I don't know if you'd be interested, but considering how closer you are than I thought you were. I thought you were near New York or something.
Oh, no.
I'd be down to do a road trip to do this once every 4 or 5 months.
Oh, wow. I'd be down to take a trip out to Chicago.
Oh, cool. Then, yeah. All right, me not driving? Cool beans. Even better. Even lazier. But that's interesting. I've been resisting like watching movies we're breaking down because I'm like, I just want to sit and watch.
Yeah, right. I know what you mean.
That would be nice. But wait, no, that would be taken away from the experience. My behavior would be different, and that would be cheating myself and everybody out of it.
Right.
But that being said, we're going to edit it, and we're going to come back after we watch this minute. With the magic of editing, minute 38.
Yes.
Right?
I'm Wolf.
And this is X Minutes, the podcast that breaks down the longest running superhero franchise with one continuity, no reboots. And this is minute 38 of the 2000 classic X-Men. Mm-hmm. And Wolf, what happened in this minute? This gave some juicy Wolverine steak to chew on.
It gets juicy.
I'd like that stricken from the record, please.
Well,
Thank you.
Chewing on Wolverine steak. Anyway.
Oh, that made it sound even worse. Why do I say this shit?
Basically, it just continues. Jean and Logan are in his bedroom. She just told him about her telekinetic powers. So
telepathic.
Telepathic powers. And he...
No, you're right. Telekinetic.
Was that...
No, I'm just messing with you now. I'm just being a
mutant
dick. I'm
powers. So she explains that she is some sort of mutant with some sort of powers, and so he compares him to the professor. He's like, so kind of like the professor, and she explains that her powers are nowhere near as powerful as the professor, which I don't believe is true.
Which is bullshit.
No. She is a lying son of a gun. No, but
okay. No, I like how it's seeding. It's smart. It seeded his backstory and her future in a couple moments.
Yeah, and he asks her to read his mind. And does she decline at first? She respectfully declines at first, and then he's like...
You afraid you'll like it?
Yeah, you're afraid you might like it. So it's like... Easy there, Chief. Like, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say, he might be thinking of them romantically, maybe like grabbing dinner or something. Ooh. And that's what he wants her to see, But when she, begins to read his mind, she starts to see these troubling images of Alkali Lake.
She sees something even nastier.
Even nastier than what he had planned. And by that, I mean adamantium being forged and attached to his skeleton. So let's see here. At around 33, that tank that Logan is in, X-Men Origins got that tank like almost exactly the same, if you notice.
Yeah, and then we see a flash of who I have to assume is Stryker, right? Mm-hmm. Who is one of the most recast guys as well, yeah. Just like Kitty Pryde.
Wait, you said one of the scientists would be Stryker or one of the men in suits?
I think it was, if we're thinking of X-Men Origins, in this shot, it seems to be the bald guy crouched over a little bit. That's who I guess.
32 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, just because he's in the middle of it, even though it changes actors to the guy who was most recently that I saw, the soldier villain in Wonder Woman. But,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then... Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was just thinking of this guy, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then X-Men Days of Future Past Strikers. But we also got Brian Cox in
Brian
X2.
Cox was my favorite Stryker.
magnificent.
Yeah, he was good.
Considering how long ago this happened in Wolverine's origins, Stryker's actually aged remarkably well between this flashback and X2.
Right.
He got a little doughier, just a little bit.
A little bit, but
not
nothing
older.
wrong with that.
If anything, he got a little younger.
Right. At around 36 seconds, we see that awesome image of him laying lifeless on the operating table. It's pretty tight shot into the face, but we see like the outline of...
Yeah, and his eyes open just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little harder. I think he's getting stabbed or surgery starts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks unpleasant. And I think this
looks
is
like a Tuesday for me. I'm just kidding. Tuesdays probably include macaroni and cheese in filming this show.
I think in this shot, right before this shot, they gave Logan some macaroni and cheese because that helps the healing process. But
they gave what?
They gave Logan some macaroni and cheese. It helps the healing process, but don't quote me on that.
No, it doesn't. I know. My stomach can attest. I'll put it on the stand.
But right after that quick sequence of memories, it cuts back to them in the room, and she seems surprised.
What did you see, my darling? Well,
yeah,
that was a horrible. I was trying to do Sean Connery. What did you see, Missy? But that was
that was close.
I have better impressions on Bond, Minute Bond.
Like
it wasn't close. Stop being nice. You're too nice. God damn it, that was horrible. Skewer me. I want to be like a kebab.
It was a younger Sean Connery.
I just hope to be the
whiskey.
On the kebab. What?
It was a younger Sean Connery before the whiskey and cigarettes.
So 12.
But 12-year-old Sean Connery. No, that actually he had whiskey and cigarettes then too. But apparently, so she is shocked by what she sees, and by she I mean Jean. So she puts her hands down. Logan asks, "What do you see?" And then right at that moment, she turns her head and addresses Scott, who's in the doorway.
He actually leads her hands down onto his collarbone.
Ooh, yeah. And it's like, I mean, if I was Scott, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, dude, you've been here for like 6 hours. It's actually probably been less than that. You've been here for like 3 hours. You're trying to bang my girlfriend constantly. We don't know who you are or where you're from. Just take it easy.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next minute for the zinger that he says. But
he does, yeah.
Yeah, I like that her answer is technically truthful. What did you see? I saw Scott in your doorway.
Yeah, right? Scott's in your doorway chilling, watching us. He's into that kind of thing.
Oh, you're making it... God, I thought I had a reputation for making shit dirty.
I think the film made itself dirty. But the look of shame on Jean's face at 47...
On Jean's face?
Yeah. She's got like a bit of a smirk at 48, but she's got a look of shame at around 47, 48. Like she's done something wrong. Or maybe she's got like a guilty pleasure. Maybe she's like sort of into, what Logan's throwing her way.
Yeah, trying to also be like nice, I guess. Saying goodnight. Also over that shot, I'm noticing, I was wondering what that circle was in the background, but I'm seeing that there's a door open. Also fitting into the style of the wall, which, remember, the door to Xavier's office was kind of blended in, but that's the bathroom over their shoulder.
Oh, wow. That's actually a really good observation. I didn't notice that.
But it looks like if you close that door, it just looks like another nondescript wall kind of thing.
Right.
Which, that's just frustrating. Why are you trying to fuck people up? What if that door's closed?
Wake up in the middle of the night, you have no idea where to go. You're like, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad.
Did you see a lot of How I Met Your Mother?
No, not really.
There's a whole episode where Jason Segel's character, Marshall, is trying to find a private bathroom because he has performance anxiety or whatever. And then right at the end, when he finally gets over it, Neil Patrick Harris's character with his nice big office and walls that just look like walls says, "Oh yeah, and if you ever need to use my bathroom," and just hits the wall and it opens. And he's like, "Really? You've known about this the whole episode and you just mentioned it?"
That's so funny. Let's see here.
And then end
on this
saying,
right at
say Wolverine's line.
He said, "So are you going to tell me to stay away from your girl?"
Yeah, and then it cuts off right before we get his response, even though we see the subtitles.
We got to see the next clip to get the zinger, but it's a really, really good zinger. It shows how confident Scott is.
Yeah, and at least he's not being dishonest about it.
Yeah,
he's
true.
not directly saying, I want to fuck your girl. But he's not saying, I wasn't doing anything. No.
That is true. He wasn't like, hey, man, we were just talking. She was reading my mind.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out my past, man. I'm a damaged soul. I'm a good guy. I saved Rogue and shit.
I saved Rogue. I'm not trying to take your girl from you.
Yeah.
She was just looking into my brain.
He may be a good guy deep down, but he doesn't use his good actions as a distraction from his naughty side.
Yes.
Which I have no fucking idea what that accent was. I'm
just
apologizing.
Somewhere in the world. You know, we're just gonna apologize to everyone in advance.
For Brian.
Yeah.
Just for Brian.
No, but that is pretty cool though. Like, you know, Logan is not. There's no shame in his game. He's not like. She said she could move things with her mind. I just wanted to see how far I could go. It was nothing like that.
I've got a healing ability so she could practice on me using her mind to touch my naughty spots.
Right.
I'm doing it for you, man. I can heal. You can't if she rips your balls off. What the fuck was that accent?
That was, I don't know. I don't know what that was.
That was Cockney Chicago. I don't know, man. I think I'm Scottish.
Cockney Chicago.
Is Cockney British? I don't know.
That should be the title of a film, Cockney Chicago. Maybe we should make that film.
Oh, God.
But yeah, that's all I got for that minute. I can't wait to hop into the next one because we get that zinger.
Yeah. Before we do that, just got to shout out in the last frame those hangers or like coat rack thing that's mounted on the wall. That's interesting. You got a place for hats and jackets, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, and yeah, they're shaped pretty cool too. It looks like some of the shit we got in the beginning, like neurons and stuff like that. It reminds me of some sciencey things.
And depending on the angle, the things might be curved in a slight X.
Ooh, yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, let's see what's on his shelf. There's a water pitcher with a little water in it, it looks like. Some books and some unlit candles by a mirror.
Candles, maybe to get some good smells in there, lighten the mood. I mean, it's a tense place. A lot of tension, so it's pretty cool. Some stress relief.
For him? Isn't that great for him, though? If he likes a scent of a candle, he never has to light it.
That is true.
He buys one candle for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
He's like, slight particles in the air.
Because, you know, I mean, he could probably smell that all the way from the laboratory, you know, with the nose like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do you ever have a watch like hers that clasps shut? Do you see her watch?
Oh, no.
It took a little getting used to, but I'm so much happier with the Apple Watch straps.
Oh, yeah.
Those clunky, thick metal ones that had like a little clasp.
Yeah, that's like super old school. I mean, I guess not. I mean, let's see. They still have them today, I would imagine. I've just been using the Apple Watch for a while now. But yeah.
Oh, look at you. You can afford an Apple Watch. I said sarcastically because I just pointed out my Apple Watch before it.
But it's not that cool. It's a Series 3. It's not that awesome.
I was going to say, if you say you have a Series 5, but I was going to get a Series 3 because my first one was a Series 1. But then by the time I heard so many people getting saved from heart attacks by their Apple Watches,
shit.
Like, I should get it. But if I wait a couple months, the Series 4 will come out and it'll be the same price on T-Mobile anyway.
Oh.
So I'm going to risk my extreme obesity taking me down before I can get a 4, just so I have a slightly more technologically advanced.
You know, I like those odds. You know, I think that it speaks...
Because it's not your body. It's not your heart attack.
Character.
You skinny model-looking motherfucker. It speaks to your character. You make poor decisions. We can see it by your weight, and we can see it by your risking a heart attack.
It means that you care more about, I don't know,
material things than life.
Awesome technology. You know, I'm digging myself deeper and deeper, but
you're digging me deeper. That's like a doctor being like, you know what? There's some warning signs that you might be radically obese and your heart is struggling. We should get you in as soon as possible for an EKG, an MRI, just to make sure you're doing well. And I'm like, cool. Can I do it next year?
Yeah, right.
They're like,
I got this concert to go to, and it was kind of like,
fuck are you yeah, I have some eating competitions I want to do. I got some weed I need to smoke and then eat my quarantine supplies of mac and cheese. I got 20 pounds of mac and cheese I want to eat by Tuesday.
He's like, you know what? That'll work. We'll just wait a year.
What do you fucking idiot.
Let's see.
All right, that got aggressive.
That got dark. No, but if we go to, let's see.
Dude, that's the title of the movie. The everyone becomes African American all around the world.
That got dark.
That got dark.
You know, after like during the last break, I was taking the dogs out, and I was thinking, you know, I'm not gonna in the film. We're not going to change everyone to a black person. We're only going to turn racist people into black people and see what happens. That would be a great prank show. It's like turning all racists into black people. You'd probably be like, oh my gosh. Well, this isn't bad.
That made me sad only because I know how quickly they would flip-flop.
I know, right? They'd be like, you know what?
Like,
they're like, well, guys,
hey,
let's...
No, they're going to immediately get mad at everybody and be like, stop oppressing me.
Yeah, right?
They're going to co-opt all the legitimate shit for themselves like that.
They're going to be like, you know what, guys? We were a little hard on you guys before, but now that we can see things from your point of view, it's not that bad. So let's all be friends.
No, they're just going to riot much worse immediately. They're going to get tiki torches. And they're going to drive their Mustangs into crowds.
Khaki shorts, quickly. Khaki cargo shorts, tiki torches, and Mustangs.
God, it would be such a shit show. They'd pull out all the normal, understandable things, but coming from them, it would sound so... I'd actually be disgusted how quickly they do everything that everyone who has been oppressed for their whole life is doing legitimately.
I know, right?
It would be like a day.
God, when that day comes. But one more thing before we end this segment. At 51 seconds, you notice the look on Logan's face. It's like, we kind of touched on this when we were talking about there's no shame in his game, but you can tell he's just like, is that a cocky look, do you think? Like, you know, because like, you know, he's about to be confronted by Scott, and I think he knows it.
Well, for me, I took that as him going from a situation that was deeply intimate and there was a connection and there was actually something powerful right there for a moment, and then it was ripped away like a Band-Aid.
Oh, okay.
So I saw that as a real connection that just got interrupted, and he's composing himself before he defaults to his cockier side.
That's a really good observation.
That's just how I took it. I may be wrong. He may have been playing it differently, but yeah, I saw that as gathering himself for a second, especially with the eye flutters, with the just taking a moment. But who knows? Hugh Jackman does.
Hugh Jackman knows.
Hugh Jackman knows. If this goes well enough, I'd be excited to start doing interviews with people.
That would be fantastic. Like, he would be like, I heard what you said about me on your podcast.
Yeah, we're not going to have the director on the podcast.
No.
So fuck him. Fuck that half-ass Bohemian Rhapsody looking ass. I don't know why I'm doing these horrible accents and this aggressive shit, but I'm not apologizing for that last one. Follow along on Instagram, The Minutes. We post them as they come out. If you're on YouTube, like this, subscribe, and check out the other podcasts. And if you're on audio, please leave a review or rating on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much. That was 38.
I'm Wolf.
I'm Brian.
And we are the best at what we do.
But what we do is not very fast.